Pool decided to weigh in on a speech that Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky gave when addressing the European Parliament. His speech was so emotional, so passionate that even the translator got emotional while translating the speech. And there was a call to Russia to stop slaughtering innocent civilians and children in Ukraine. You want to see how Tim Pool reacted to that. But before you do, I want you to watch the video of Zelensky and his speech. Let's take a look.
We have a desire to see our children alive. I think it's a fair one. Yesterday, 16 children were killed. Again and again, President Putin is going to say that is some kind of operation and we are hitting a military infrastructure. Where are our children? What kind of military factories do they work at? What tanks are they going with? Or launching cruise missiles? He killed 16 people just yesterday.
And the civilian death toll continues to increase. The numbers are, of course, changing, but children have been killed. Apartment buildings have been bombed. Hospitals have been targeted. It is a complete and utter disaster. And how did Tim Pool react to that situation and the statement that you just saw from Vladimir Zelensky in that speech? Let's take a look at what he posted. This is the kind of guy we're talking about. I despise appeals to emotion.
Yeah, you're a real tough guy. So, look, guys, sometimes you do an appeal to emotion in a debate, and you could say, well, look, there's emotions on both sides, and let's stick with the facts. And you'd say that's fair, okay? Sometimes there's the appeals to emotion that makes no sense, but the right wing does it all the time. Like, oh, they're gonna take down statues of Confederate generals. Oh, that's your ancestors. You're the victims, and they get their feelings all hurt. They didn't say Merry Christmas to you. They said Happy Holidays. Oh my God, their emotions. They get all into it and stuff. And so I'm pretty sure Tim Pool doesn't mean any of that because the right wing loves to catch feelings, but he never talks about that, and they're all liars about that. But in a case where the president of a country is talking about dead children that were his charge to protect, and his country is being invaded by a tyrant, and he's murdering these civilians. That is a correct appeal to emotion. That is an appeal to humanity. That's not like some rhetorical argument. That's not, hey, what did Starbucks write on my coffee cup? That's dead kids.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about dead kids. I'm sorry, that was not an appeal to emotion. That was stating what is happening to innocent civilians on the ground. I'm sorry, did that upset you, Tim Pool? To know that the thought of innocent civilians getting slaughtered makes people feel bad, makes people feel emotional? Does that emotional setting make you uncomfortable? I mean, this guy is such a clown. How does this guy who goes out of his way to defend January 6th rioters by claiming that the rioters couldn't have known that they weren't supposed to storm the Capitol while chanting "Hang Mike Pence" because there wasn't any signage saying "Do not trespass," Cenk.
No.
There was no signage.
Hey,
and then anytime we criticize him on the show, by the way, he cries and cries on Twitter. Cry me a goddamn river. People like him are garbage. People like him follow the money. He went from being an Occupy Wall Street reporter, right? Someone who did some decent reporting on the ground when Occupy Wall Street was taking place, to being nothing more than a hack and a shill for the worst elements in society. Right-wingers who do not care about human lives, who love authoritarianism, who love the idea of dismantling democracy and our democratic process. I mean, the clown pretends to be such a tough guy. He doesn't even have the bravery to take his ugly beanie off his head. And for him to sit there and say, oh, I despise appeals to emotion. I despise it. I despise you. People like you embarrass America, period.
Yeah. So if you're wondering how the hell that happens, it's called audience capture. And so guys like Tim Pool don't have any ideology. They don't have a thought in their head. So they're just trying to make money. So they'll do left-wing videos and then people are like, oh, hey, that's good. But there's not a ton of money in left-wing. But then the minute they start doing ugly right-wing videos, they'll dip their toe in sometimes accidentally. Like, well, I mean, the people that murder black people, are they definitely racist? I don't know if they're definitely racist. And then they get a lot of right-wing audience, and the right wing starts giving them money, et cetera, and they're like, ooh. Yeah, no, they're not racist. They're not racist, right? Nobody's racist. And then next thing you know, he's all the way into, I mean, Ukrainian kids are dead. What are you guys getting all emotional for? Because the right wing doesn't care about other people. So when you show no empathy, they love it and they give you money. So Poole's like, well, the one thing he really cares about is his bank account. And that's why you're seeing him develop into the monster that he is.
You don't have to weigh in on that speech about civilians and children getting slaughtered. How about just shut up?
Yeah, well, that wouldn't make him a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.